Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're Settlers Gaming, studying with Dungeons and Dragons, all that good stuff. Y'all know. What's up? Any announcements before we get started? No?
Nope.
I have one. Today is my 246th birthday. I was born in a tavern in Pennsylvania 246 years ago.
Happy birthday, vampire!
It's a Marine Corps birthday today, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? I had no idea.
Yeah. No one knows that except Marines. Because we're dumb and we use any excuse to get drunk. So, which I am not today because I have to DM for you all. Anyway.
How's your liver doing, by the way?
It's my liver has severe PTSD from my time in the Marine Corps. It's like, November 10th, no. I don't want to. Don't do it. So I just have a goblet of stuff. So
Definitely water.
definitely was water at one point. All right. So let's go ahead and let's do this thing. Let me fix a couple cameras here because I did that real well before we started stream. There we go. All right. So last we left our heroes. They had reconciled with the lasting consequences of their 7-year sojourn into the Feywild, understanding that the civil unrest they left behind has escalated in a full-scale war between High Queen Signicris and her allies in the wizardly court of Nine, and the rebellious Blue Griffin, who is now allied with the druids of the Keeper. Both sides have also unlocked ancient forces of destruction that are shattering settlements on land and sea. Now, our heroes set off to explore the subterranean tunnels beneath the ruins of Mebezia's Arcane University in hopes of finding someone known as Mizdrax, who may have information they need to rescue the ward of the twins from his bindings with an archdevil. During their trek, in their newly acquired airship, they hope to locate the phoenix that was unshackled by the forces of the Keeper, who is scorching all of civilization that it comes across. It was on the second day of this trip that they spotted something in the air that turned to attack them. This is where we pick back up. So the adult red dragon that turned to attack you in your airship started combat by strafing the top decks with a punishing breath of fire, leaving most of you heavily hurt and with little recourse to defend yourselves. After a few ranged attacks and spells began evening the odds against the fireworm, he flew closer onto the decks, savagely attacking and almost killing one of you. Your counterattacks carved away his health so quickly that he decided to flee. But he didn't get too far before a streak of silver tore through the sky, slamming him down beneath your ship. A moment of quiet fell in the cool calm of the skies before the leathery wings of an ancient silver dragon rose above your ship's deck. The carcass of your attackers clutched in its claws. The gargantuan beast slowly lowered your shared kill down in between you all, as the draconic form slowly shifted into the form of a human woman, clad in heavy silver armor with milky white skin, jet black hair, and icy blue eyes. Well, hello, friends. It's been quite some time. You hear Vela say as she looks between each of you, and a still terrified Captain Njiba at the helm of the ship. What would you all like to do?
Who are you again?
Phil, you don't remember me?
No, it's like, I know I've seen that face. And like the whole, like, you know.
Spooky thing you got going.
You all were climbing the promontory, the spine of the promontory. You unleashed me. You saved me from my bindings.
Yeah, the dean.
An-
The dean.
I'm gonna
No?
ignore them. Thank you, Vela.
You're welcome. Was I that?
Yeah, okay. Yep, now I kind of... There was like a small one of you.
The
right?
white one, yes, that you all killed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember.
That might also be where we lost a bunny.
Where we lost a what?
Nothing. Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Oh. Nothing.
And your name was?
Vela.
Vela.
Of course. Nice to see you again.
Phil, I'm offended that you wouldn't even remember me.
I definitely.
She's been through a lot.
7 years of hell.
This is true. It has
Okay.
been 7 years. I heard you all disappeared.
Yeah, it messes with your memory.
Hmm.
Yeah, it hasn't quite been 7 years for us.
Ah.
Feywild shenanigans.
He went to the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen.
Yep.
Well, welcome back. You've arrived at a very interesting time on the promontory.
Interesting.
We
Yes.
hope to make it a little less interesting, a little more boring if we can.
Yes, of course, of course.
What were you doing in the area?
Oh, I was hunting a red dragon.
Oh.
Not this one, though. He's too small.
A different one?
Oh.
Yes. Oh, yes, a different one. Very, very much a different one. The one who, melted a keep just south of here, not too far south of here. That
All
one.
right. That's how we met. Right?
Yeah.
Is that when I first met you guys? Did we know each other before then?
No. Just a little bit before, yeah.
Oh, man. What a crazy time it's been. Hey, Velu, have you seen a great big phoenix bird flying around?
I have, and I've killed it several times, actually.
Well, we got the solution.
Always
but,
comes
have
back.
you seen it today?
I haven't seen it today, no. It's been a couple of weeks, maybe? I don't know. But yes,
So
I've
back soon.
I would assume it's somewhere on this plane right now. It only stays dead for a day, maybe two.
And that's when we gotta strike. We gotta close the rift between the thing that is coming through from its plane to ours.
When it's dead.
Yeah.
So we have to.
'Cause it like goes
Or we
back to
can-
its plane.
Or we can do that first and then kill it, as long as the rift is closed.
Well, when I kill it, it doesn't go back to its plane.
Oh, where'd it go?
It just falls dead, turns into a stone, like an egg that hatches
Oh
again.
no, I think we have to like. Oh no. Okay, here's what this is now. You know what? I was a little groggy. I need some. If you guys got coffee, what we need to do? She can banish it, as I point to Willow. She can banish it, and then we close it, or we wait for it to fly back through because it has to sometimes to like
Phoenix business.
Phoenix arise, and then we close the rift.
Yeah, that I like the beginnings of your plan.
But it's
That's assuming that the casting of banishment succeeds. How many times can you cast banishment, Willow?
lots and lots.
Well, I've got this thing where I can create temporary spell slots, but without where I can create extra spells, but without doing that, just normally like 6 times.
Oh, well, that's 6 chances for it to succeed. Hopefully it does. Hello, by the way. And she waves behind you all, and you'll turn and see Injiba just down there, just like, could one of you please explain?
For old friend.
This is Vela.
Hello, Vela. I'm Injiba, captain of the ship. You were a dragon a moment ago. She goes, yes.
Still is a dragon.
I-
She just looks different.
You are correct. Thank you. And he just goes, okay, yeah, makes sense. And he just keeps flying.
She's. It's okay. She's good peoples.
These good dragons.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, but yeah, but what if we just wait for it to like fly back through the rift? We don't have to. Willow doesn't have to waste any of her magics.
How much time will it spend here destroying things first?
I don't know. It's random. I will say that
it's not timed.
as far as I can tell. Also, from what I understand, there is something on the other side of the rift keeping it open.
Oh.
So if you want to close the rift, you have to go to the other side, take care of whatever's holding it open, and then come back.
That's a big task, bigger than we thought.
It is a big task.
Yeah. Well, we've committed to this. We can do it.
Yeah, but haven't we also committed to going? What are we gonna do first, guys? We're just gonna keep sailing and try to.
Well, remember you were all about democracy, so we took a vote. So, Phoenix it is.
We haven't seen it yet.
Do you have any tips for when we do run into it?
Well, how do you intend to... You know, it flies.
Yep.
And it is also purely made of flame. It could just
I've been learning water things. I've been learning water stuffs.
That's great. It could just fly into your ship and burn it from the inside while you all are still on it.
Yeah, that's
Oh, shoot.
exactly.
Okay.
Nick, you were frozen. Now you're not.
Okay. Did you hear?
We could do that.
Basically, that the Phoenix could immolate our ship very easily.
Very, very easily.
Yeah, that's been our biggest concern. But if we're flying straight to the rift and we just try to take care of the rift and then banish it, that seems like that's smarter to take care of the rift first.
That could be done.
What if we get stuck in the other plane?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, if it closes, well, Willow could banish us.
I don't think that works like that.
It sends you back to your plane of origin.
But then she can't banish herself, can she?
I don't know.
I do have the sword, but unfortunately, that takes us to the Feywild.
Nope.
Better than a burning plane.
The plane of fire is, well, it's the plane of fire. I mean, all things hot are that is what it is. I'm assuming that it's nowhere close to the city of Brass, which is in the plane of fire, the rift. So, if you do get stuck there, you'll probably die. Though I don't know if what's holding it open on the other side closes it when destroyed. I think it just holds it open. And secures it as well. From what I understand, the rift should be expanding, but it's not. So whoever released this Phoenix wants it to not destroy everything like it should be doing.
Hard to rule over a world that's completely destroyed.
Indeed. Indeed. Like I said, you all came back at a fun time.
Yeah. So we've been told that the keeper is behind the Phoenix.
Interesting. Went by another name in my time. But yes, the keeper.
Which would be...
It's old draconic. Don't...
Okay.
Yeah. It's long, and it's much like my real name. It's too hard for most races to actually pronounce.
Just because we don't have a lot of information on him, so.
Well, I've met
What
him.
is the keeper?
Sorry, what was that?
I've met the keeper.
You have?
What?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
Well, if I was encased in ice for 10,000 years, 10,500 years ago, maybe? I don't know exactly.
So, what is the keeper?
Well, he's a tiefling.
Oh, okay. That's the first we've heard of that.
Yeah.
Man,
Cool.
Say who he is.
He,
or she.
Or she.
the keeper is a he. Yes.
They.
Okay.
He was less diabolical in our time. He actually wanted to help. He enjoyed the symbiotic relationship of nature and civilization, but apparently that's grown sour since I've been frozen.
Yeah. Is it normal for tieflings to kind of live that long?
No.
Didn't
Not at
think
all.
So. Does living that long mess with somebody's brain? Maybe that's what's happening.
I could be. I'm outside of my encasement in ice. I am 2,000 years old, and I'm fine.
Yeah. I would presume that he hasn't been frozen that whole time, though.
I assume not as well.
So,
Fun.
anything else that we might need to know?
I will tell you that my main mission right now, the dragon I'm hunting, he is not from this plane. He is from Avernus, the first layer of hell. First level of hell. He's a servant or an acolyte, or even some call him a priest, if you will, of an ancient chromatic deity that's locked in the hells now, and his coming here is disturbing in the fact that it seems like that the hells have aligned with your most favorite High Queen.
Less aligned with and more become one.
Yeah, we kind of know about that already.
Ah, good. Oh,
Mevos.
speak
Mevos.
Mevos.
Mevos. Is the queen.
I understand. Good to know. Speaking of your High Queen,
Was the radish baron?
yes, as a matter of fact, you pointed me in her direction. So thank you. She's actually she's actually leading the survivors of the Cinder Belfry explosion. She's there in a small town, keeping things afloat and
He's the
everyone
best.
alive. Yes,
Nice.
she's angry.
I can't imagine why.
I like her.
I know. Isn't she so rad? Did she mention us?
Well, when I brought you all up, she remembered you.
She remembered us.
Oh,
Passed through her camp once.
Uh-huh.
She told you to go over the spine, and you did, and she hasn't seen or heard of you since.
We were kind of on a mission to kill her and didn't. So, yeah, we made the right choice there.
I think you did as well. She's a lovely, lovely person. And you watch as she pulls a little dagger out from like a belt on her waist, and she leans over and she starts like filleting a bit of meat off the leg of the red dragon laying at your feet. And she's just like, yes.
What?
Oh, you put your hand up like as if you're going to say something.
No, no.
She flays a little meat off the leg, and she says, "Well, what was your other intention? You said you had something else to do."
We're going to the school.
Oh, you're old. lack
Yes.
of better way to put it. How else would you like me to say it?
You're
Sounds better
from
than
a long time ago.
yeah. You are aged
sorry.
and wisely.
Thank you. As she takes a bite of the raw meat. And just,
Yeah. Have you heard the name Mizrax before?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
I have.
Who is they? Who
Uh,
are they?
I don't know much about them. They were the founder of the school.
Okay.
Wait, how long ago was the school founded? Do I know that?
Roll a history check.
I would know that.
It was taught to you, but do you know it? No.
I know. I was like, you guys must have been bad students. You didn't even know your own founder's name.
I was gonna say I wanna roll one. I wanna roll
I
one.
definitely don't know.
I don't. I might know.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 14.
You both sit and think. You were never taught the history of your school.
I just kind of
It's
assumed
weird.
it always existed.
Well, the school, the building itself has, from what I'm aware, it's been around since before my civilization's time.
Oh,
Oh.
cool. We were told to seek out Mizrax to help with another issue that we're having. So,
Well, if anybody has information and knowledge on the thing, it would be the proprietor of an ancient wizardly school.
Do you know why they are not like up in the business of this? What was the school? You know, like, hey, y'all, I've founded this school. Like, why they live apparently underneath it and don't talk to anybody?
No. No idea.
You never met Ms. Drax?
No. Never.
What have you heard besides they founded the school?
That they founded the school and that the school perpetuates the cycle of destruction of civilizations on the land.
oh,
Wait,
What?
what?
But you didn't know this?
no.
By perpetuate, you mean
Slowly train wizards to infiltrate every aspect of society, and then when society gets too big, they burn it all to the ground.
Oh. So is this like a pattern that you've seen?
No, I've only heard. You see, in my time, from what I understand, there were people who were interested in the age of the school, and they found ancient relics and ruins from times, high technology times and civilizations past, and it seems there's this repetition. We don't know how many times it's happened, but now at least 2, because one before my time, one after my time, and I think we're in the beginnings of a 3rd. So at least 3.
guys? I just want to tell you, it's definitely not me.
Uh-huh.
So, didn't even know about it.
Mhm.
Promise.
From the sounds of it, a lot of them partaking in it weren't aware of it.
Oh, it's very hush hush, very cloak and dagger. It's not, no one's really aware of what they're doing. They just, one person believes this one certain thing, goes to advise this one king hears the advice. Next thing you know, they're all chopping each other's heads off, and it's,
I mean, the queen before Mivos took over was in cahoots with the Court of the Nine, like, and that's when she like went bonkers, like whoop, cuckoo, like really went for it, That's what we heard.
interesting.
That's the gossip around town.
Well, if you think that there is some benefit to seeking out this Mivos that might help you out with the Phoenix issue, I can divert my attention away from hunting this Itagrews, as he's called, and make sure this phoenix stays dead as much as possible.
Yeah.
Any help is greatly appreciated.
Of course. Especially from an ancient silver dragon, right?
Yes.
We are
Can
so
think of no better help.
we are so fancy.
Yes.
And you're really smart. Like, I feel like we had so many questions, and you just
I've been the
friggin'
most helpful.
laid them out.
I'm
You know-
I'm an ancient
you know why.
being from times past.
Yeah. No, like she said, you're really old. So, like, you know what? You are welcome to show up anytime you want.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. That's what I was waiting for.
I
If you tell us your favorite food, we'll have it ready. We'll have it on hand.
She takes a bite of the red dragon meat.
Mm-hmm. Crepes.
Nothing gets past you, huh, Phil?
Crepes. I knew it. I could tell.
Red dragon. I love red dragon.
Is that considered cannibalism?
No, it's a red dragon. I'm silver. Fire, cold. Sorry. My dog is howling.
Red dragon is dead, actually.
I love pit bulls.
Are you gonna hang out with us for a while?
Sure, I can hang out for a few hours. Have a chat.
You wanna hang? We got some games, I think. We got some games, right? I'm sure we have, like, something to entertain you. We'll make up a game.
Okay. Fantastic. This is exciting.
Yes, it is.
Permission to come aboard, Captain. And Najiba's back there. He just goes, "You're already on it. Just don't be a dragon for never mind." He just keeps sailing. He was really not. He rolled on that one against his save against that frightening presence from the red dragon.
Oh, man.
He's not cool with dragons right now.
Yeah. All freaked out.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
What time of day is it?
It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You guys have you all have spent a night so far in your second day because you left late at night the day before.
I want to spend some more time copying spells.
Okay.
I think I want to remove myself from everybody and kind of just work on my calligraphy, I think. I'm super not cool with what she was talking about with our school. I'm pissed. So,
Bury it down like Phil. Just bury it down. Shove it all down.
I don't know if Sheridan's frozen for you guys too, but she's frozen for me.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
There she goes.
Oh,
There she is.
There she is.
Hey.
All right.
Anyways, I'm just going to go do calligraphy.
Okay. So do your calligraphy. How many hours are you going to work on it?
Like, as many as I can. Like, I want to be by myself, so as
Okay.
many as I can.
All right. So I believe it's a dex check.
Yes.
Wait.
And there's a laughing baby.
21.
21. There we go. So I'll say it's 10 o'clock. If you want to separate yourself, you go down below decks. It's a small ship, but you manage to like get yourself behind some crates of food and like a corner and like a little candle so you're separated away. I'll say with a 21, you managed to get 6 hours done.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're kind of in the latter third of your second book.
Nice.
You are now writing, copying the calligraphy of some ancient master, but the words themselves are descriptions of moves, of attacks. of ways to channel your chi. And it starts describing some of the things you can do with this channeling of your chi. Things that can alter the universe. Things that can shatter the veil between planes. And you kind of get the sense that the third book is all about writing about finding the channel for this chi.
Nice. Cool.
All right. Anybody else? What else you guys doing?
Just gonna go sit by Injiba for a while. Just kind of talk with him a little bit about, just some of our stories. But basically, just kind of distract him and be like, "I'm totally comfortable. You should be comfortable too. I'm not scared. You shouldn't be scared."
Just your aura itself, I mean, is more than enough to start to settle his nerves a bit, and he's appreciative of the gesture, and he talks with you, and he can tell there's some relief. There's plenty of relief. He actually lets you take over for a little bit, shows you a few things he's learned about, piloting the ship. Most of it is gibberish, but it's cool. Anyone else?
I'm just going to go to the I don't know what it's called, the front of the ship.
The bow.
The bow. Thank you. I was gonna say prow. Like, I don't think that's it.
The prow is a thing on a ship, but it's
the bow of the ship, and just sit quietly with my back against the crystals the whole time, and just watch the scenery go by.
Okay. It's just sky.
Yeah.
It's sky and clouds.
Just off alone by
Okay.
myself, hiding, but not hiding because
Okay.
there's nowhere to hide on the ship.
All right. And Olwyn, anything that you're doing?
I mean, I guess I should take advantage of the fact that we have a fucking ancient dragon on board. So, everybody just let me alone with this. That's cool.
Well, people are doing important shit right now.
Yeah.
If nobody did anything with her, I was just gonna make her watch me copy down spells and try to show her how smart I am.
Okay. Well, Olwyn pulls her aside.
So, Bela.
Yes.
Do you... So, old magics. Would you count, like, Fey magic in old magics?
Yes. Absolutely.
How about... I'm gonna kind of, like, pull her away, like, make sure we're not within earshot to the best of my ability of,
Okay.
like, anybody else.
Okay.
How about hags?
Yes. Hags have been around since before I was born. A very long time.
Okay. Because we've had a lot of encounters with both kinds recently.
Both kinds.
Yeah.
What do you mean both kinds?
Fae and hag.
Well, hags are fey.
True, yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna, like, pull out Fae brand. So, I got this.
She takes it from you.
Yeah.
And
It's cool. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of, there hasn't been any answers for any of us really about things surrounding both of the things. I don't know. Being in the Feywild kind of messed us up a little bit.
I can imagine. Never been myself, but I can imagine. This is a very beautiful, well-made sword.
Yes. apparently it can take me to the Feywild, but kind of one-way ticket, 7 sunrises type of thing. No sunrises in the Feywild.
The Fae. Always tricking you.
But it also has a connection to shackles.
Oh, the shackles of which the Phoenix was loose from.
Yes.
Interesting. What kind of connection?
It can be used to like a key, lock and lock kind of thing. But we haven't really had a whole lot of leads on. We had leads, 7 years ago about finding the shackles to prevent this.
Interesting.
In all of your wisdoms, have you heard anything about other shackles?
Well, yes. There are 4 shackles. They've shackled the Elder Elementals to their respective planes. The Zaratan for Earth, the Tempest for air, the Leviathan for water, and the Phoenix for fire.
Have you heard anything about the making of or where they came from?
From what I understand, they were made from the denizens of those who live within their realm.
Mm-hmm.
Before my time, there was a deal made. There was an agreement, an accord between our realm and the realms of the... This is back when people used to travel the realms quite frequently, unlike you all do. Or unlike you all don't, I should say. But there was an accord that they would keep their elders at bay from our plane, and we wouldn't invade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We were much more powerful united back then.
Yeah. I don't really know exactly what I was hoping for. I figured you've had so many answers thus far, but I would just kind of shoot my shot.
I'm only so old and only
See
so
if I
wise.
Yeah. I mean, so far the oldest and wisest that we've not been on the shit list for.
Shit list.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Just a new one to add.
It's in the book already. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Is your friend Willow okay? She seems rather mopey and
I would like to tell you yes.
dour. Oh, so she's not okay.
No. She will tell you she is. She tells us she is. But she is not.
She's not.
No. Her parents are with the queen, so we think. They've been imprisoned. Originally by hags. Now in the queen's grasp. So we would very much like to be able to help them.
Unfortunately, I don't think you'd be able to do that until you learn more about the queen and her situation. I'm not sure what is going on with her. She seems angry and different and just wrathful.
Taken over by a devil, demon, whichever one.
She's possessed.
That's what we've been told. Maybe, kinda. I don't know. We just know that the queen is now one with Mevos.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which Phil has more dealings with that than the rest of us.
Even more interesting.
Yeah. She's connected to that side of things. Willow's connected to the hag side of things. you know how it is.
I don't,
Yeah.
but I understand what you're saying.
While we're on the topic of Mevos and that side of things, have you seen a kraken?
I have seen the kraken.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically, it stays on the western side of the peninsula, the promontory, as you all call it. No ships.
You heard that it pulled the school into the sea?
Yes.
Smokey the Bear.
You all got a cat. Adorable.
So, crazy thought, since we're, connecting things. Maybe, I'm just going to bounce this off of you. You can tell me if my theory is, crazy. But it just clicked in my brain. Do you think maybe what you've told us about the school and it being a proprietor of chaos can be connected to them using the kraken around the school?
I think that the school is less a proprietor of chaos and more a proprietor of order. They feel like the reset, the cycle is order.
Tomato.
Yeah, it depends on your perspective, right? That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, from what I understand, the ones who unleashed the kraken are those aligned with the Court of the Nine.
Which is connected to the school. So I'm thinking maybe they're using it to keep people
They're
out.
not connected to the school.
They're not?
No.
Oh.
Not a single one of the Court of the Nine ever went to the school.
Oh.
As far as we can tell, by we I mean who you call the Radish Baron and us, we don't know how long the Court of the Nine have been around. There's no sightings of the Nine Wizards. There are no reports of them living or dying, being born, replaced, edicts coming from the towers. Just, they are there.
We've had run-ins with those around them.
They're acolytes.
Yeah, lots of dealing with the acolytes.
I've snacked on a couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brimstone and sulfur. It's disgusting, but
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah. So, if you need more information on that, perhaps to fill in the gaps in on your side, you should talk to a certain annoying halfling. Be better coming from her.
There are many halflings on this world. None of them are annoying. I don't know who you're talking about.
On the ship.
Ash is
Okay.
not annoying.
No. The other one.
Phil? You find
Yes.
Phil annoying? I find her fascinating.
If we had more time, I would have you teach me your ways of patience.
Live for 2,000 years.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
Good luck.
Yeah, who knows? A couple more trips to the Feywild. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, if you feel that you need more information for that side of things, talk to Phil. But I do thank you for your willingness to help.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Happy to see you all again. I'm glad to share. I know you all find these times taxing and sad and things, but this is kind of what my kind live for. We live for these times.
Yep.
So, happy to be here. I do empathize, but I quite love this life.
I'm so glad that you can have this.
I missed a mark. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, I have a meal to get to. Go talk.
Yep.
She cuts off some more meat from the dragon's haunches. Keeps eating.
I will go join Yeshnakh and Anjiba.
Okay. Anything else? Any of you want to do?
Should we try Dragon? I mean, do you think she's sharing? Should he, they, should we try some?
You go ask her.
No, Hey, are you sharing?
Well, if you want some, it's delicious. You might want to cook it, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, I will totally partake.
Okay.
if Yeshnakh has some, I will try some.
Okay.
I will then take little kebabs around to everybody and be like, do you want to try some? Don't feel pressure. Do you want to try it? Okay, here you go. Here's some dinner.
Who
I'll
all,
take lunch around to everybody.
who all tries dragon meat? Okay.
Everybody but Ash.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's tender, even when cooked. It's got a little bit of a gamey. It's very lean, no fat on it at all. It's a little gamey. But there's this hint of burn at the back of your tongue. It's as if you took like some ash from a fire pit and put it at the very back of your tongue, and it just sticks there. It's good otherwise. Just that the aftertaste is a little ashy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes me glad we didn't try Black Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would not recommend that. It's disgusting.
yeah, seems like it would be. Mm-hmm.
As I awkwardly sit there in my black dragon armor.
Uh-huh. Willow,
Mila, look at all these cool spells. Look how smart I am.
what spells? Enlighten me.
Look at them. And I
So-
show her the list that I'm working on.
Interesting.
Which is this for all of you guys. These are all the spells I still need to copy down.
Sheesh.
Shame.
Wow.
I know. It takes so long.
It's an hour per spell slot. Yeah.
2 hours
level. Yes, right.
2 hours.
2 hours per level. Yep.
Look how smart I am. Look at how much I know.
Eventually, Willow, you get a tap on your shoulder. You've been alone for a couple hours. Get a little tap on your shoulder, and you look up and you see Vela standing there. She's got a little dragon blood kind of like dripping down the corner of her mouth. She doesn't realize, and she's just, "You okay?"
Yeah, I'm okay.
Don't lie to me, Willow. I'm a dragon.
Yes,
I can
sir,
hear
dragon.
your heartbeat. What's wrong?
What does my heartbeat have to do with anything?
You can tell when you lie.
That's a thing.
Yes. Your heart flutters. All mortals do it.
Huh. Do you have super hearing? How do you can hear my heart right now?
I can hear everything around us right now. I can smell everything around us right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The elder dragons have what's called blind sight. We can see without seeing.
Can you smell without smelling? Because Phil has some really rank farts sometimes.
She has a distinct scent, for sure. But I've smelled worse things. Far worse things, as a matter of fact.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it couldn't get worse than her farts.
Nothing smells worse than a living red dragon.
What does it smell like?
Evil.
What does evil smell like? How do you smell evil?
What does orange taste like?
Tangy?
Exactly. You can't explain it. It just tastes like orange. Just like evil smells like evil.
Well, okay. I guess I'm going to believe whatever you say about the smell of evil.
So what's the matter? If you don't want to talk, it's fine. I'll go. But I'm just concerned. You were so bright and jovial last time I saw you. Now you're... the sad face.
She gets his chuckle out of Willow.
I learned that from a 4-year-old human like 2 months ago.
Was that human's name Josephine? Anyway,
No, all the
that
other
face is
were 4-year-olds.
that face is hilarious when you've got like blood dripping down your face.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
It's okay.
Delicious.
It's just, what's the point of any of this?
Well, there is none. There's no point to any of this. It's only what you make it, Willow. Life doesn't give you happiness and joy and excitement and thrills and love and all of the things that mortals cling to during their lives. You have to take that for yourself. Earn it.
Not that. What's the point of trying to stop any of this?
So people live. And they get their own choice. And they get to take their own love. Find their own ways.
Except some of them will make the choices that hurt others. It'll lead back to this again. What's the point? We tried to stop it, and we didn't. We came back, and it's worse. And people expect us to solve it. They act like we're their saviors, but then act like we don't do anything right and yell at us like we're stupid and incompetent, but still expect us to save them. What's the point?
Who yelled at you? I will kill them, and I will eat them.
As funny as that might be to watch, that
Willow. People have lost hope. Your return apparently has given them hope.
they don't act like it.
The people...
We try to understand, and they tell us, "Oh, we've watched the world burn for 7 years. We watched the world burn for 7 years." Yeah, well, it's so fresh for me.
Mortals put hope on a pedestal. They expect much of you. It's hard. It's difficult. I understand. When I arrive at places as a silver dragon, folk think the same of me. Olwyn just now gave me nothing and expected the answers to everything. It's quite adorable. I loved it. But folk like you, who have the power to change the world, rarely enjoy it. It's when it's done, their time is done in the spotlight, that they look back at it and know they did the right thing. One day, you will be sitting with your friends and family, children and relatives all around you, seeing all of the life that you saved without knowing it was even there. Would you rather not try and let it happen? Or would you rather fail trying to save people? Willow, this dragon I'm hunting, I cannot defeat alone. I will die trying to do this. Because I have affinity for you all. You all are funny. Especially Phil. She's adorable. It's the way of the world. You have the power to save people. To change their lives for good. It's up to you to use it. Or abandon it. Red dragon meat. She puts it.
Raw.
Yes, but I'm assuming you have
Yes,
some.
thank you.
Okay. Save them all, Willow.
What if I just want to watch the world burn?
Do you? Or do you
I don't
think
know.
you want to watch the world burn? It's up to you, Willow.
Waiting for the dragon meat.
If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Good luck. I have a phoenix to kill, so I must be going. Olwyn? Any
Yes?
other sourceless and random questions for me before I leave?
No, I think we're good.
Have you ever died?
No?
Okay. I have.
Class.
Got that on you.
You do. You do
Yeah.
indeed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, farewell. I will keep this phoenix in check. What are you all gonna go seek out this ancient one, or are you gonna try to hunt this phoenix down?
We're thinking the phoenix first.
Especially now that we know more about this Mizrax and what possible counterintuitive motives they may have.
I'm confused. So which one?
The Phoenix.
Okay.
I'm saying knowing more about Mizrax makes us a little more hesitant about them and what aid they may be able to offer.
Oh, are you afraid, Yeshnakh?
No, I'm more
Afraid.
not of Mizrax, of the Phoenix, yes. I'm terrified
Yeshnakh's
of the Phoenix.
afraid. Yeshnakh's
That's
scared.
afraid.
Gotcha.
I admit it.
Good. Use it. So, shall I keep hunting the dragon, or shall I...
I don't know, guys. Now I feel like I changed my mind. Like, now I want to, like, Mizrax it up. Because BFF Phala over here can keep the Phoenix at bay.
But if you're hunting a Phoenix, what is the dragon doing?
I haven't seen the dragon yet. Thankfully.
Oh.
Trust me, if I had seen the dragon, you wouldn't see me.
Yes.
How can we get in contact with you? Easily.
You're a wizard. You have ways, don't you?
Yeah. When I said easily, I meant where, like, I didn't have to really do anything.
Well,
'Cause you're like, you know, like a dragon. Like I thought maybe you had a way to like, boop, like send out a pulse that we could like feel, and we're like, oh, she needs us. Or yeah, no, I guess you wouldn't know. You wouldn't send us a pulse if we needed you. Like, do you have like sonar or
No.
like, smell?
She's not a bat.
Cone?
I-
Like, do you have a small rat like I do that you can send to find us?
No.
Think about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, and I'm going to fly faster than your ship can fly, many, many miles away, out of earshot or smell shot of all of you. And if you need me, send me a message. If you have the ability. If not,
Do
I'll see you at Raystone, where the belfray was. Anyway,
Mhm.
ladies, Captain Njiba, goodbye. Goodbye.
She knows your name. She knows your name.
I do. And she just like falls back over the railing and it just disappears into the clouds beneath the ship.
What? What an exit.
She seems to be really good at the entrances and exits.
That exit is one of the top that we've, right? Who else has given us an exit like that? Can't even think of one, can you?
No. No, it can't.
No. I once moonwalked out of a conversation recently. That, I guess, was up there. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks, by the way, for not introducing me to the dragon. You'll turn to see
Yep.
Jaeger, like,
Yeah.
Oh, Jager! Yo, you don't know? You don't know dragon?
I had secretly been wondering where Jager was this whole time.
she was
I
there
had
with
thought-
you
I
guys.
had thought about calling, like, going and getting her, but
I was just like, Captain Njiba has spoken up. Jager hasn't. Jager must be like, peace out and just hiding below decks.
It's fine, don't worry. Apparently get another chance sometime.
yeah.
Yeah, all we have got to do is send her a message.
She pops up from time to time, apparently. Dragon meat?
Yes, please, thank you. So what are we doing? What's
Are we
We're
taking
going
another
after
vote?
a phoenix.
Well, we have two options. We can either continue to the rift and close it, because now we have a silver dragon hunting a phoenix. So the phoenix isn't as much of a worry at the current moment. Or we can go find this Mizrax, whose motives and motivations are completely suspect.
Oh,
What if they didn't know any better?
I have a thought. Willow. Theoretically, if we could have Bela kill it again, do you think you could banish the egg?
The egg. What egg?
Does it
The
become
egg
a
that
Into an egg.
This is actually the DM. Is an egg a creature?
It's a developing creature. There's a creature in the egg.
technically
Oh,
yes.
we're gonna let's
Technically yes.
let's be careful here.
Well, it depends. Is it fertilized or non-fertilized?
It's all
Don't need it. It's just
But I mean, I can try. There's a creature growing in it, right? So maybe.
Guys, here's my thought. I
Or-
don't know a lot of water spells yet.
Yep.
I have like 1.5. One of
Yep.
them's real good, but I need a little bit more time.
That's why I think maybe we have Vela help us take care of the phoenix. We deal with the rift
Yeah, but
and the banishing.
you know how our plans tend to work out? Like when they
Excellent.
don't?
Every time.
Like when they don't work out?
No, they've worked out every time.
And I believe Injiva, among others, has told us that there are continual like fire elemental creatures coming out of this rift. It's not just the phoenix.
Yeah.
but
So we deal with the rift and then help her deal with the phoenix, and then we banish it, and the rift is sealed. Alone.
How long will it take us to get to the rift?
And Jiba speaks up and he says, we're about a day. We'll be there by tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Oh, okay. I can work on get me those coffee grounds, guys.
Yep.
You're gonna sleep tonight for 8 hours, but other than that, just do spells. Just do spells.
I am gonna start chewing on some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
How long today, all day, would you say I have to copy spells? Besides like our interactions and the fighting and fighting and stuff. If somebody keeps me on track when I start to get bored.
I'd say today, if you want to get a long rest in, 10 hours.
Okay.
And then tomorrow, you have about 12 hours.
Okay.
So a total of 22 hours, 22 spell levels. Or sorry, that'd be 11 spell levels.
Okay.
I would say quality over quantity.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. That's why, because a lot of them are high level. So, okay.
What level can you cast up to right now?
5th, because I took a couple levels in Warlock.
Okay. I haven't been a spell sniper before, so I'm not sure where the leveling is.
So when Jiba speaks up, so we're heading to the Cinder Belfray then.
Let's do it.
Good.
Where did Vela say the Radish Baron was?
At the Cinder Belfray, at Raystone.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So you all have the rest of today, tonight, and almost all of tomorrow. Besides Phil, who's going to tirelessly work on her spells. Anybody else have any other plans? Anything that they want to do?
I'll help keep Phil on track by randomly just lightly casting frostbite on her butt.
I'll probably
So,
get,
goes
I'll
numb.
and start wandering around every once in a while.
Okay. Anything else?
I know. I'm like, can I copy a baby spell for you, Phil? I know. This is what Yeshnakh would ask, though. Like, my penmanship isn't great.
Yeah,
Can you try?
Here you go. And I give her a cantrip.
You look at it, and it is gibberish. It is perfectly geometrical shapes and words and languages you don't understand.
I throw her one that I think is easy. Here you go.
And it's, yeah.
I can totally do this.
Perfect.
It might take me
Great.
about a week.
No. It's only.
But I can
No.
totally do this.
No, that one should be like 1 hour max. And here's some coffee grounds.
I take the coffee grounds, I start chewing them. Phil,
Let's go.
sure. I start trying very, very, very poorly.
You start trying to draw it, and make an intelligence check.
Surprisingly, not awful for me considering I have a negative. So 13.
13. I mean, you are able to copy the words, but you don't manage to get them all in straight lines, and the shapes like that kind of are set in the background of the page. You don't get the right. I mean, it's just
Leave my calligraphy to a kindergartner. Yeah.
Yep, with a pink Crayola marker and construction paper. Yeah.
With the backwards G's and everything.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep. All right. Anything else? Nope. Okay. All right. So the day comes and goes. You all get a long rest. So make sure you click long rest.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, I needed that.
I was at 9 HP.
Yeah, y'all were kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I wasn't. I have the most health, and I tend to not take a whole lot of damage.
Yep.
That's
You
true.
get in and get out.
All right. The next day, you have from the time you wake up the second day until you arrive, and Juba says you have about 12 hours for the day. Anyone do anything today?
More calligraphy.
Roll your dex check.
Nice. 22.
22. Roll one more for me.
Not great. Dex check again. 10.
10. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. No, wait. 12.
12.
12.
Okay. So you managed to get 8 hours
Nice.
worth on your second book. It's coming together.
Nice.
Now you know some moves you have to practice and some more downtime. It's getting serious. Like there are some things you might be able to do with this that are like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Big time.
Can't wait.
All right. Anybody else?
I'm gonna find a dark corner below somewhere, like
Okay.
maybe make like a little fort where, you know, boxes and crates and stuff, or like move them and then box myself in so nobody can see me. And I'm gonna spend some time meditating and trying to reach through that connection I have to the hags and attempt to siphon magic from them.
Whoa.
Roll a charisma check.
Creepy.
Dirty 20.
Creepy.
Roll a percentile die.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
45.
45. Okay. Let's see. What is one piece of lore about anything that you want to know about?
Ooh. Piece of lore. Oh, this is, okay.
Big question.
I know. So in the vision that I had in my sanctuary, I had a vision of the elders and then of something else coming through. Was that something else Theronius? Could I tell? Or is he not?
You didn't know at the time. Do you want to know?
Yes.
So you reach out. You don't make a direct connection to the hags that you recognize, the two that you've seen. But you gain for a moment. You gain a piece of knowledge that they have. A memory passed down from generation to generation. You see a mountain lifted from its base, from its roots in the ground. You watch as giant chains, hundreds of feet long, dozens of feet wide, built and constructed from arcane means and materials, crossed over something buried beneath the mountain that is then laid back down on its base. And then you hear, first, you experience the feeling of time passing. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years passing by. And anger and torment building beneath the mountain. And then suddenly the mountain crumbles, cracks, falls away from its base. You're seeing a possible future. As you hear beneath the toil, chains stretch, screech, and snap as the mountain finishes its torrent down to the earth beneath. You watch as spikes rise from the ground. A hardened red carapace, a shell, rises beneath it.
Please don't let me be right. Please don't let me be right. Please don't let me be right. Please don't let me be right.
You watch as one of these rises.
Fuck!
A Tarask. You now know the name of the creature, the second creature that the Court of the Nine is trying to awaken to fight the Keeper.
Fuck.
Trying to write neat, but screw that. I like, fuck. And I start shoving the boxes and like
Ash.
trying to climb over them and like tripping and fuck.
Ash, the reason you fail the last bit of your work on your book is suddenly, in the small hole that you're in, you hear crates start falling from high places, and you hear Willow screaming out as she stands up on the other corner of the ship, which is like 30 feet away from you.
Willow, as I look at my like splotched, like ruined line.
Ash, we got everybody need now. Come on! And I like
Wait! Take a breath, Willow.
and then start running back up.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna follow her.
Okay. So suddenly, the rest of you see Willow and Ash appear from the bottom deck. Willow in a huff. Ash confused. She's got like this ink stain on her leg she hasn't noticed yet.
guys, stitch on my side, just
Willow, where's
I told her to take a breath before she did anything, and she did not listen to me.
shaker.
Okay. I had. Okay. Phil, so like pick Philip. Stop. Set her down. Don't ask me how. But I had a vision. Okay, you can ask me how, but later. I had a vision, and I know. So the Court of the Nine. They're gonna try, they're not just done. They're not done with the Kraken. They're gonna try summon another thing. It's like deep under the earth, under the mountains. It's like it's big. They're gonna try some of it to fight the keeper, and I really think we shouldn't let that happen. It was like a possible future, and the name, it was scary. But the thing, I think it was called, and I whisper really low, a Tarask.
What?
Does that name ring any bells?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
To everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, we've read this name.
Yeah.
Oh, where?
We were told that God, they were keeping it held under, it was what was it when we were in like the mines?
Yeah, was it? Okay, I think I remember that.
You guys saw depictions of this thing being
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
like, hammered into walls, like this depiction of this force of destruction being summoned, and it was like this myth that you all are kind of like, it's like the boogeyman or the devil, whatever, that you're like, oh shit, now she's saying this shit is real.
Oh.
Willow.
It's
Willow.
like chains. It's like chain with like really big chains that are like
Willow?
roots from like the mountain, and it's chained and it's under. We need to stop. It's huge. It's like I think it's bigger than it's bigger than her. I think.
So, okay, calm down first. As awful as I'm sure this thing is, we have one that's currently here. It's in front of us. We have to deal with this first.
It's worse.
But a Tarask is worse than a
here
Phoenix. And didn't
But
you
Tarask
said
could eat the Phoenix?
you said it was a maybe future. You said it was maybe.
But they're I don't know. I just know that the Nine they're gonna try and release it. They're gonna release it. That's their plan. They're gonna release it to fight the keepers.
So do you know what mountain it's under?
Did I see what mountain it was under?
No.
I don't know. Probably the biggest one.
So this is really, really good information to have, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. We don't know what to do, where to go, other than keep our eyes open and ask anybody we can about what they know. And don't let... Well, no, it's not shackled, so it's not one of the shackled things, so that isn't even relevant.
Well, it had giant shackles though. It was under a mountain with like.
I thought the shackled things were just the 4 elementals.
It's one of the things that are shackled, when we were at so last time I was in my sanctuary and I was doing lots of spells, I had a vision of like 4 elemental things being all chained up, and then something not so clear but huger than those things like in the middle, and chained up, and then just now I had the vision, and it was the Trask is what I saw. The Trask is the other thing that's shackled. It's shackled.
Yes. Okay. So
Did you get into my coffee?
I don't know. Maybe. Can I have some coffee?
No, we're out.
Oh.
if we back up a second though, you said, don't ask me about how I got this vision. Oh wait, you can ask me, just ask me later. It's later.
Yeah.
So I did a thing, and I tried to steal magic from the hags, and instead I got a piece of lore.
Okay.
Excuse me, what?
Can they? What if you'd been caught?
I wasn't.
But what would happen if you were?
I don't know. They seem really keen on me joining them and completing the the weird triangle thing
How
way
would
that they
you-
have going.
Even go about trying to steal magic from somebody.
I don't know. I just sat down and I concentrated and I meditated and I focused on my magic and it just went poof.
Olwyn.
Yeah.
Roll a history check with advantage.
Okie
Oh,
dokie.
Oh boy.
Will do. Ooh. Okay, that is a 24.
A coven of hags share their spells. She didn't steal from them. She connected to them. You get the sense that if she keeps doing that, you might lose Willow.
Oh Jesus.
So, I appreciate the knowledge that you have provided with us. That is very helpful, and we can deal with that after the immediate threat of the Phoenix. Yeah. I appreciate that. But you should take a moment. Just take a moment. Because we really need you to be in your best mindset for the fight coming up.
Take a moment to what?
Calm the fuck down. I know this is overwhelming. I know. And I know this is crass. I know. But we just need to mentally put a pin in it for the next day or so.
The Trask?
The knowledge of the Trask. We're going to pretend that we didn't learn this for the next 24, 48 hours. Good to know. Not relevant at the moment. I think we should all do that.
I'm trying to copy spells.
I know. You are
know.
doing magnificent. I
Oh my
appreciate
Working on
it.
my calligraphy.
I have like coffee
I
grounds in my
think that's
feet.
what we all already said already. We have immediate things to focus on. Then we will
Exactly.
get immediately on this Trask thing.
I'm
Yes.
going to pull my skin off if I don't do. I think I need to run around the ship a little bit.
Cool beans.
I
Phil.
start running around while copying my spells.
Phil, take a coin.
But once everybody kind of chills out, like how long would you say that this outburst has happened until we reach our destination?
Yeah, half a day. 6 days, like 6 hours. You probably have like 6 hours left on your travels.
Cool beans. I'm gonna wait until everybody kind of resumes the status quo.
Okay.
And then I'm going to talk to Willow.
Okay. I probably would have hovered for a bit until I realized, like, oh, Olwyn has something to say.
It's at this point as you all are looking in at trying to figure out what is going on with Willow and how to handle this situation. To the south, on the horizon, above the clouds that are silky white, just kind of overcast all as far as you can see. Above the clouds, you see this tower of gray that just rises up into the atmosphere and is spreading out kind of far and wide above you. You see traces of heat red just kind of traveling up the gray cloud. You are getting close to the remnants of the Cinder Belfray and the rift to the plane of fire. And that's where we're going to take a break. All right. So give us like 10 minutes, guys. We'll refresh, refuel. We will be right back.
Woo!
All right. We're back from break. So, you all have just discovered that Willow has been connecting with things that she may not necessarily want to connect with, and it's upon this realization that you notice that you are getting really close to a plume of volcanic ash and smoke. You are a couple of hours away from the Cinder Belfray. Is there anything you all would like to do to prepare for your approach?
Well, I wanted to have a chat with Willow,
Okay.
one-on-one.
Yes, Ash?
So,
Are there did I learn some new badass moves I could try to practice? I don't know.
Yeah, it's all like almost like medical descriptions. Very boring, very just to the point descriptions of these moves that you can do to do different things. You're not quite sure what they do yet, and you're just like, oh, it's just a punch, but it's the way you channel your chi or your ki in
Okay.
D&D that can do different things, and it almost seems like it's training you to be able to alter reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do some light stretching then.
Okay. Okay.
Just like
I will sit and talk with Ash about a couple strategy things while
Oh, yeah, good idea.
yeah. Basically to be like, well, really quick, be like, okay, so as soon as we get there, I am gonna do my best to protect your sister.
Okay.
You need to focus on fighting things.
Okay.
So I will protect her from fire. I'm looking for my spell to find out how long it is. Protection from energy lasts for an hour. So as soon as we get there, I'll protect her from fire for an hour. So you might want to think about who you put your haste on so you don't just reaction do it at your sister. It might be really good to put it on your sister. But this way you can kind of think about ahead of time who you think it would be best to make sure you get that on someone. Because maybe it'd be awesome on you.
Maybe. Do you think we'll be fighting? Do you think we'll be hand to hand?
So hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of a visual as we're going in, but that's stuff that we can be thinking about as we're getting the visual and flying in there.
Yeah.
So because I was also thinking, well, no, I need to protect your sister. So yeah, we can both wash her back if you want. Because I mean, she's going to be our heavy hitter. She's going to be the one doing all the stuff. So you and me, we can be her bodyguards.
Yeah.
And then she and Olwyn is in and out and zippy, and Willow does all kinds of crazy stuff. So they can do all the zippy stuff, and we can just be melee bodyguards.
I don't know how zippy I am,
The
but
body.
You go in and out. You are so fast, and you have your 50 million extra things, and your zephyrs, and your 500 swords, and
I think that's accurate count.
death by
Yes.
1,000 cuts. One from each sword.
never thought of Olwyn as zippy.
yeah. So we can we'll chat about this for a bit, keep
Okay.
ourselves entertained, and I'll talk with Jaeger, and Jaeger will, if she wants to be in bodyguard position with us, or what she wants to do. But we'll start strategizing.
Okay.
So also because I probably would have hovered for a while near Olwyn until she was like,
Okay.
and I'd be like, okay, let me go do something else. So I'm distracting myself.
Phil.
How does Potion of Resistance work? Is it random what you're resistant to?
I should have told you a damage type. Fuck it. Fire.
Yeah. Where did we get that?
I don't
I've
know.
got I've got 3 random potions that we just know the color of.
You
in
haven't
my
given them to me?
inventory. I gave you one of them, but then we have 3 other potions that are just mystery potions.
She
in my
did an
inventory.
entire investigation, like identify circle too, and was like, put in everything you need identified.
But we found out the types, but we don't know what they are.
Oh.
Like, I know the type of magic. I don't know what they do.
These are the things you guys gotta do earlier, so I don't have to go back through tons of notes to find
I'm not
things.
looking for it right now.
Just give magic-y stuff to the wizard so they can spend time with it and figure it out.
Yeah.
I want to pocket the potion of resistance.
Okay.
Like have it ready.
Okay.
And I would like, I think it lasts an hour. Yeah, 1 hour. As soon as I want to take it, if I see the phoenix and it's close enough to also notice us, I would like to take the potion of resistance. Like, I want to kind of be ready for that.
Okay. So at the moment, you don't see any phoenix about.
No, there's possibly other things, but I don't know if I want to take it with them. We'll see.
Okay. All right, Olwyn. You wanted to pull aside.
Yeah.
Willow.
What?
So, Willow. What you told us earlier is concerning on multiple fronts. You said that you were stealing magic.
Yeah, I tried to steal magic from the hags. I thought if I'm gonna make their magic useful, and I'm gonna take it.
You weren't stealing magic.
I wasn't?
No, you were connecting to your coven.
My what? What coven? What's a coven?
Your group of hags.
I'm
Your
sorry, my what?
hag family, if you will.
My what?
Hags have a connection to one another where they share their magic.
So I was doing what they wanted and completing their weird little thing.
In a way, yes. What you've provided with us, it really is priceless information. And I need you to know that. Like, I really do appreciate, and I cannot tell you how important that information is. I know that I came across as a little brass earlier, because it is something that we need to focus on, not right now, but in the future. But I do need you to promise me that you're not going to do this again. It's dangerous for you, most of all, but it is also very dangerous for the rest of us. Because if this connection is completed, you won't be you. I don't want to lose you to them. And I know that you don't want to be lost. I didn't want to say this in front of everybody because, one, it's as much as what's my business is their business, is your business, as much as that is, they don't need to know this. As long as you promise me you won't do this again. I would put my life on the line for you. I really would. But I need you to know, if something were to happen and you were to turn and complete this with the hags, you're putting a lot of other people in danger. I don't want to have to do something, if you are understanding me.
Yeah, like the whole
Yes. There's no good way to tell you're a sister to me at this point. There's no good way to tell your sister of, please don't make me kill you. But please, I know that that's not what you want. That's why I'm telling you this, so that you understand the gravity of what you've done. But if it comes to it and you do turn into a hag, I'm not asking for your blessing of killing you, but there isn't a whole lot of distance between my foot and my mouth, being as short as I am. Just really put it right in there. I love you, Willow. I really do. And it scares me. It freaked everybody out, but they don't fully understand.
I'm just gonna give Olwyn a big hug.
Not the reaction I expected of me saying, do it again and I will murder you. But cool, I will hug her back.
Hug her a little too long. Almost like I'm smothering her. Just like, I love you too.
You know that you can talk to me about this hag stuff, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Like I said, this can just remain between us. This is...
Okay.
Now that we've talked about this, I really need you with a clear head for what's coming up. So whatever else is clouding your mind, I need you to, in fact, I'm going to say this, I need you to take a page from Phil's book, find an empty sack in your brain and just shove it in there for the next few days. Tie it up and toss it into the darkest corner of your brain possible. Please.
I'll try.
Thank you.
It's during this conversation you all realize that the airship has hit a bit of turbulence.
I was going to, while they're having this conversation, I wanted to see if we could find like a better altitude to fly at, maybe get some cover, come in, I don't know, low, or make the fog and all the ash and stuff work to provide some cover for us.
Make a survival check.
That's not my thing.
Pull a Willow and center the fog on the ship as the ship flies away out of the fog.
A little clap.
Because I'm talking to the captain to do it. Yo, can you? Because I don't have control over these things.
He's piloting the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, he's piloting the ship. So you roll a survival check.
Okay. I got a. Got a 10.
10. Looking around, trying to get the best eye out. Injiba actually has already started bringing the ship down into the clouds. So looking around, you don't get the best vantage point. And it's until the ship breaks through the bottom of the clouds that you realize that you're already maybe only 60 feet above the ground.
Wow.
Like and you realize that you're pretty low to the ground already when you come through the bottom of the clouds, and you all kind of have to grab on to the edges of the ship and to hold on, because like there's turbulence. The ship is just bouncing through the air. You don't quite understand why. Neither does Njiba, but you're just like bouncing through the air as you're getting closer and closer to this plume of smoke and fire ahead of you. Njiba lets you all know that he probably can't take you directly to the rift, so he kind of veers away from the mountains a little bit, and you all spot what looks like the remnants of a little town just a couple of miles away from where this plume of smoke is emanating from. You see what looks like a caldera, maybe a mile across in all directions, where there's just a pool of lava that's just constantly being pulled up. And it's not like something's erupting. There's no like erupting volcano. It looks like magma is being pulled up and then shot through something. And it's right in the middle of all of this turmoil. You see this flickering red that you kind of make out as the portal.
Liquid hot magma.
Exactly. So Njiba kind of steers you all towards this little town. As you get closer to this town, you notice that ash is just covering everything as far as the eye can see. And
Ash, get off of all that stuff. I can't.
I was gonna
see
say, what is she
anything.
covering it with?
Covering all of it.
Sorry.
small
I'm
bits
sorry.
of carbon are covering everything as far as the eye can see. And as you get closer to this little town, it looks like at one time there was there's still a bridge that would have crossed a flowing river, but the river's dry. And you see that this dry river runs right up to where this like new set of mountains is formed from this rift opening up. But it looks like about half the town is just decimated. It's just shattered to pieces all around it. Still burning in some places. And there's like a cluster of buildings and houses on one end of it that looks like is still standing. Njiba brings you down as close as he can to it. Throws the rope ladder over and says, "This is the best we can do." As, you know, like there's almost like these invisible shock waves that are kind of like moving the ship around as he says, "Just go, go, go. You know how to get a hold of me. I'll come back when you need me.
We'll see you on the flip side.
Good luck." So the five of you and Jaeger disembark from the ship. As soon as you all are off the rope, he flies off to safer air.
Take care of Ani for me.
Don't worry, I will. As you all stand at the edge of what amounts to a ghost town, backdropped by this hellscape of fire, ash, smoke, just pouring from this mountain beyond it. What would you all like to do?
Guys, should I send Fash out?
Yes.
What do you guys think?
That'd be great.
Yeah,
See if
yeah.
they can actually see a path.
But don't see any other wildlife here, so it might be a giveaway.
Can Ash turn into Fash? Can it look like a fiery bird? Like a mini firebird? Like a mini phoenix?
No, pretty sure not.
Can we light it on fire without killing it so it looks like a
No,
fire elemental?
definitely not.
I think it's fine. I think there's enough smoke around that
I
it's
take
fine.
soot Is there soot on the ground?
Yes, there's soot everywhere.
I take soot and I just rub it all on the feathers of Fash. And I stay still. And I like just coat it in ash and
It hates every moment.
I can. You know what? If well.
don't waste a spell.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Does it-
That's a high level spell. No,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
Does it blend pretty well covered in all of this shit?
Kinda.
It's gonna be flying in smoke. Who is here looking anyhow? We're not gonna be that secret.
All right, Fash.
Yeah, we stick out. I'm gonna start rolling around on the ground and try and cover myself.
I start throwing
Blend in.
ash at everybody.
Okay. So Fash flies.
Mhm.
I'm reeling from the visual of you all trying to paint oil onto a falcon and then lighting it on fire and going, fly!
Fly, my pretty. Yeah, and
No,
that
we
would be
are, not the
if
funny.
any fire elemental saw that, they'd just be like, yeah,
Yeah.
fire
yeah,
bird, right?
As it dies, this is exactly what happens. Great times. All right. So Fash flies out. Roll a perception check for Fash with advantage +3.
Oh, both the same roll, baby. Dirty 20.
Nice. So, not far into the town, Fash gets. He sees hints of movement.
He's gonna be sneaky.
It looks like two groups of people, humanoids. Two groups of 3 moving towards you all. They
Like
look
with haste?
like with haste.
Fuck.
They look slapdash at best. No armor. Their weapons are crude. Not very well taken care of, but they're moving towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Fash can keep flying if you wanted to, and you want to keep looking, or do you want to...
How far away are they?
They're probably... Like, they're basically at the edge of your range of being able to give Fash commands.
Okay. Which is what, like 60 feet?
I think it's 100.
Okay. I obviously verbally tell. I let everybody know while I'm still looking through Fash that we have some podunk-looking ghost town people come in towards us.
Didn't
I give them an approximation of how far away they are, but I'm gonna tell Fash to continue onward.
Didn't Vela say that the Radish Baron had groups of people at the Cinder Belfry? Is this the Cinder Belfry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just start walking up towards them, arms up like this.
Okay.
Like this. So you can actually see me.
So you put...
It might be too late to do this, but there was something I wanted to do on the ship, and
Okay.
I totally forgot. It may or may not affect this, so obviously completely up to you. I wanted to put my normal clothes back on instead of my
Your robes.
my fake robes,
Okay.
and I wanted to either myself or maybe Willow, somebody who's a good artist, paint a big radish with a crown on it on the back of my coat.
Because of course.
Who's painting this?
Willow would totally help her paint this.
Roll a dexterity check.
I get to help her.
Sure.
Can you stay still long enough to have this done?
Doesn't have to be on me.
Yeah.
Add a +2.
Oh, dirty 20.
It's a pretty good rendition of a radish and a crown on the back of Phil's regular clothes.
I ripped the sleeves off to look badass. Also,
You rip the sleeves off, and now you have these little twigs sticking out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I probably had somebody else rip the sleeves off.
Yeah. You were like, Injiba, help! And he was like, there you go.
So I am wearing that.
Okay. So, Yeshnakh, you move forward, hands out. Is at this point you see a young man, maybe in his late teens, poke around the corner of a building. He has a short bow drawn at you. Sees you approaching calmly, and he
I just stop.
looses the tension. Who are you? What do you... Are you here to help?
Depends on your definition of help. We're here to try to close the rift.
Well, then
I moonwalk up with the back of my jacket facing him.
you
I go,
you can't see or hear anything.
oh, that's right. Damn it, I'm still in.
Yep, you're still in
All
Fash.
right. I do nothing then.
Okay.
Someone's leading me.
Are you with the Radish Baron?
We are.
Oh, do you know Vela? Have you met her? Oh, mutual friend. Informed us that the Radish Baron was here.
Well,
But,
then come on. Follow us. Follow us.
okay, let me grab everybody real quick.
Okay.
Phil? Oh, she can't hear me. I pick up Phil.
So Phil, you
Start carrying.
feel yourself get picked up and carried.
Just go with it.
Okay.
I'll like try and take her cape or cloak or whatever, so it's like hanging out, flowing out the back, so that everybody can see the radish that I'm painted on there.
Flying our colors.
So as you all kind of move behind this young man, Phil, at this point, Fash has soared over it'd be the eastern half of this village, and flown over the single bridge that would have crossed this now dry river. And on the other side of the bridge, there are shattered and burning buildings, just scattered throughout the area. Fire still burns. There are wisps of movement here and there, though Fash really can't make out what it is that he's seeing.
But it looks like something corporeal.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, I didn't really know if I saw what I saw.
Okay.
But he makes it to the edge of town. Do you want him to keep going towards the belfry or make his way back?
I want him to get a little closer.
Okay, so he keeps flying. All right. So you send Fash ahead as you all follow this young man. At this point, as you're moving further into town, you all are kind of surrounded by 6 people. Mostly late teens. These look like kids. Various races. You have a couple of humans. You have a tiefling, a half elf. There's a half orc there too. That just kind of like move along with you. They don't really say anything. They just look like they're like every corner, every alleyway they get to, they check and look. They look like they're just terrified to be out and about. They lead you toward this temple. You see the stone skeleton of what was once a beautiful cathedral, almost, to some local deity that the roof is now collapsed in, and there are bits of flame kind of like burning at the edges of it. But they don't lead you into the rubble. They lead you to what looks like a cellar door to the side. And a couple of them go over and they unlock it and open the cellar door. And the young man who first greets you, he says, "She's this way. Please come." And he leads you down underneath this temple.
Oh, I definitely hesitate for a long second before going down in there. You guys cool with this?
I'm following. What?
Yep. Cool.
Guys, we good? Like,
Yep.
1 tap if we are in battle. 2 taps if you won.
I tap her 5 times.
I'm gonna give her like 2 like slaps, just like boom on the back of the head.
On the back of the
Just whack.
I know that slap. Okay, I'm gonna stay in Fash.
Okay. Roll another perception check for Fash.
That sucks. With advantage again, right? I know I can't roll in that one, but can Fash roll in that one?
You're technically you're rolling it. I'll allow it. Did you roll 2 nat ones?
No.
So what's the
But
higher
it's
of the
still
2?
not one.
What's the higher of the 2?
A 2.
So you rolled a 2. So a 5.
Yeah.
So Fash flies beyond the town.
Those slaps into the head really got me.
Yep. He sees more of the dry riverbed that leads west up into the mountains. A dying or a dead and dying forest, kind of to his left. Doesn't see much in or around it, but hard to miss. Not far, much more farther north than that. He sees 2 hulking figures standing 20, 21, 22 feet tall, wearing armor burnt black, with deep red skin and orange hair that almost looks like fire, wielding giant blades, kind of like moving towards the town slowly.
Like they're on patrol or something?
Yeah. 2 massive fire giants.
Yeah.
Moving around.
That's fun. Okay. So if I got that with a 5, I wonder what the hell I didn't see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can say you were distracted by the giants.
But you all make your way underneath the temple, those of you who are not seeing through Fash's eyes. And it's a big open area, though there are pillars holding up the floor above, spread out throughout this entire area. There are torches lit up about the place, so there are pockets of light in the dark. And you do see small bands of people kind of sitting around the area. Some young, some old, a few that are in between. These are definitely the survivors of this village. But this man leads you. This young man leads you through this area, and on the far end, there's this large table set up, and you see standing behind it, a familiar woman. Standing close to 6 feet tall, dirty blonde hair that was once cut kind of short, now is grown out long, and streaks of gray in it that have been braided back, and indistinct features on her face, but there's this force of presence about her as you approach, where you see the woman you only know as the Radish Baron, a la the twin of Queen Signy Chris. As you approach, she looks up to see you all, and she kind of leans back, and she says, "Well, this is interesting, isn't it?"
It's been a while.
It has been a while. You all seem catatonic, for one. She looks at Phil. Also, well armed and armored. Welcome. You are all a welcome sight to see.
We're here to try to take care of the problem in your backyard.
That would be appreciated. Very much so.
Why are you all still here?
Survivors. People who live here. Some can't. Some won't leave. This is their home.
That I can understand.
Across the bridge, creatures of elemental presence and existence are destroying things. We're doing our best to fight them off. It's only a matter of time before they cross the bridge, get across the river, and burn this down. When that time comes, we'll have to move, but we've been trying to find a way to close the rift. to no avail.
Yep.
Well,
What do you know of the rift? Any information you can give us is useful.
well, I know someone opened it. Someone's keeping it open, also keeping it from expanding.
Yep. You get 2 guesses on who.
Indeed. As far as I can tell, there's nothing outside the rift that's keeping it from spreading or keeping it open. I think it's on the inside. Something inside is doing that. So if you all do intend to help, you'll be making a quick trip to the plane of fire.
Mm-hmm. Has anyone gone in and come back?
No. No, unfortunately not.
Almost.
There's no one here brave enough to do that.
Whenever I'm like done and I kind of see those fire giants and I don't see much else, I would like to come back.
Okay. You suddenly, Phil, you come to consciousness, you come back to your own body. You're underground.
Am I being held still?
You're
by
still
Yeshnakh?
being held by Yeshnakh. Yeshnakh's holding you at her side.
Underarm? Or like
Oh, I'm totally princess carrying you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just imagine you carrying her like.
That's
No, at one point I probably would have lifted you up over a shoulder once we went down to the cellar, just because I'm like, do I need my weapon? Am I good? Once we were back down, though, princess carry, yeah.
I wake up and just, no, not wake up, come to you, just staring at, oh, hey, Yeshnakh.
Oh, you're back.
There's fire giants, 2 of them.
Not the news I wanted to hear. Not the news. So you guys have fire giants.
Fire giants.
You look at who she's talking to.
Hello, Phil. Good to see you again.
I scramble out of Yeshnakh's arms. Radish Baron. How are things?
My name is Sophia.
Sure.
The Radish Baron is fine, I guess.
And I kind of like.
Very nice. Very nice.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, Willow
Yes.
did it. We can get more made if you want.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
After we close.
Workshop it.
Yes,
No, yeah, for
yes.
sure. Priorities. That's second on the list. This.
So these
We're good.
fire giants, have they been patrolling
Oh.
here for a while?
I saw 2 of them. Big ones.
Well, I would assume that they're big
They were
if they're
giant.
giants.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen those before?
We haven't.
Oh, so they were kind of like, just like patrolling. They were like kind of walking towards town, but like, you could tell as like they were ready for a break, you know, maybe their shift is almost over, but they were biggins. Armored, big swords, you know, fiery hair.
Did you see any other fire elemental things?
Here's the thing. I don't know. There were like these things that were like, and then when Fash would look, there's like nothing there. And they'd be like, and then you're like, did I see it or didn't I see it?
Sorry.
What? Well,
So I don't know. There might be like vapor. There might be like vapor things.
You could also let the person who's been here for a while answer that question, Phil.
so
Yeah, but you said that you didn't know about
so-
things.
Sophia, what are there other? Have you seen like other fire elementals?
Aaron,
Did you
Aaron,
describe them?
Yes, I have seen fire elementals. We have seen them quite a bit, actually. We've even seen some that are wearing arms and armor.
What
Wearing
do they look
arms.
like? Can you have somebody like draw it in detail?
No. They
Were
are
they, like,
flames.
detail?
They are flames, swirling flames with arms. What looks to be a head, burning coals for eyes.
But was it kind of like that?
And,
like,
and legs, right?
So-
Legs.
did they
No,
move
no.
real, like fast?
They're like flames. They do move strangely, sure,
But they had like a head and arms and legs, right?
and not so much in the legs part, but yes.
Gross.
Yep, I'm back.
Being like, are you seriously asking me this?
Disappointed look.
She says, not so much in the legs part, but they definitely have arms, bodies, heads. Yes.
Were there any with an arrangement of limbs like us? Like
Why
two
are
arms,
you
two legs,
so
and a head?
concerned about their limbs? girl?
Because I could disguise us to look like fire elementals, so we could like sneak in and then close the tunnel from the
But
inside.
they're like
Yeah,
fire
but I can make it
bottoms.
seem like we're fire elementals, so we just have to walk like.
Yeah. Yeah,
She
we're
needs
the
to know
new- we're the
exactly
new
what they
kids
look
here.
like. Okay.
And they have to have an arrangement of limbs like us. So if they don't have any legs,
Or we could
That
just,
might
you
kill the
know,
illusion.
we could just be invisible. We've got people who have invisibility.
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves.
that works too.
That's true. Have you heard of all the cool shit we've been doing?
No.
Oh boy. We'll catch you up on that when we're making your clothing line.
Great.
After.
Yeah, afterward.
You gonna fight with us?
I can't fight these things.
No, yeah, but we're gonna do the heavy lifting.
Okay.
I think she might have a people to lead, and that might be a bit more important at the moment.
And I'm not a warrior, Phil.
Right. Gardener or something. Radishes, right?
We had a radish farm.
Yep. Gardener. That's okay. You can, I'm sure, turn this lovely place around once we close the rift and plant plenty of vegetables.
I'm more concerned about the people. Once they're safe, I'm leaving this place.
What
Can you
about
live with them now?
She was catatonic when you did explain that part. Some can't, some won't.
Some can, some won't.
if maybe we could ask Vela to distract the fire giant?
She's out looking for the phoenix. She's just trying to find the phoenix.
Why don't we? Why aren't we fighting them?
That's what I'm saying. Let's do
Oh,
it.
distracting them.
First of all, they're giants.
Yeah, we're not
What
gonna fight
happens-
them.
What happens if
the
we
other
get
day.
fucked up by these giants? Then who's left to close the rift? We have
That's what I'm
priority.
saying. She could lead the fire giants away. She's got ice breath, right? Like, so she's fine with the giants, and then they go away from the entrance, and we sneak in because I don't
How
know.
about
Maybe what if
we just sneak? We have pass without a
Let's
trace.
just go.
We
And
just
also,
sneak.
I didn't prepare the spell to talk to her
Oh,
because
We
I
kinda
kind of
need to
forgot
fight.
about that.
So Vela, the silver dragon, is currently keeping the immense elemental that flies in the sky away from us. You want to
No.
take
No.
her from that
No,
no.
we don't.
because you're afraid of a couple of fire giants.
No!
Dang, let's go fight them right now.
If
No, we're
that's
not.
the case, maybe you all should just leave.
Hey, the attitude. We are brainstorming. This is called a sounding board. I like you so much, but also don't be rude. We're
Okay.
figuring it out.
Please excuse them. Or don't. That's fine. They're kind of being, you know.
I don't see her with a better
Everybody's
plan. I don't
fine.
see her with a plan at all.
What are we doing
I
talking
can't
Okay,
leave.
so here are two options. We can either, one, go straight towards the fire giants and fight the fire giants. Two, try to skirt around the fire giants and go straight towards the rift.
Fine, we'll
That's
do the
really
first
it.
one.
We have two of those things. That's
Well, let's start-
any other options? No. Okay.
I have input on this, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
Yes.
If you subvert the fire giants and go close the rift, you're leaving me alone with a few 17-year-olds to fight fire giants if they come this way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're gonna
We can
kill
fight
him.
the fire giants and then go to the
Okay.
rift. We can do both.
Cool.
Or we can get them out and then go deal with it
Get them out. What? Out of where?
What do you mean?
to safety.
They don't want to leave.
They can do it. They can do it themselves. We need to go fight the fire giants.
Yep.
Let's go fight before they get closer.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
go fight.
Let's
go
go
fight.
fight.
Quick,
Let's go
quick
fight.
strategy meeting. Ash,
I
I
have
told you that I
fire.
could make your sister resistant to fire. I can do that.
You can
Or-
make me resistant to fire?
I can make you resistant to fire, or I can make my damage into cold damage.
I also have this potion, but I thought about giving it to my sister because I don't want. She'll probably like die or something if I don't give it to her.
It says the one who's died like 3 times.
Yeah, but
What do you guys think is?
It killed me.
Well,
I mean,
if you can
it
take
did.
that, let me go ahead and make my cold damage, and then once we get to the rift, I will make you resistant to fire.
Okay, so don't give it to Ash then. I mean, her name is Ash. It's kind of like foreshadowing. Am I right?
Quick question for DM: would I know? Does cold damage do more damage to fire?
Just roll an intelligence check.
I'm like, I just saw that I can do that. I was like, oh shoot, natural 20.
Generally, things that have resistance to a certain damage don't necessarily have vulnerability to the opposite damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So doing cold damage isn't going to help. Okay,
Not
I will make
necessarily.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will make you resistant to fire. So give the potion to your sister.
Don't take this yet. You wait till we get closer.
How close were the fire giants walking next to each other? Did it look like they were 30 feet? Within 30 feet of each
I
other?
don't know, dude. They were like.
We'll see once we're in close range.
Yeah,
They're
but-
giant.
But
Wait till we get and see them. I don't know.
but I mean,
Willow, I don't know.
I'm gonna look at Sophia with like, I don't want to have to ask her anyway. What other creatures are in the area other than the fire giants?
There are the elemental creatures.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how many?
Oh, I don't know.
So many.
That's a hard question to answer. I don't know.
Because I could. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I could attempt to hold both of the fire giants while like Ash and Yeshnakh and Olwyn and everybody goes like ham on them. And I could do it for up to 2 minutes.
You
But-
all have to get through town first.
Let's just
Yeah, let's just take it a step at a time. That is a great idea, though. If you still have that ability once we get there, that is a great plan.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't lose the spell like I always.
No, I meant like if you used your spells for other things beforehand.
Guys, let's go. This coffee's still kicking in.
Yeah, I'm so ready to
Is that a
fight.
poop?
No, not yet. Like it's the energy phase.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, any last minute words of advice while we go
Speak.
fight these things? You have fought tons of them before, it sounds like.
I've survived. I really haven't.
Inspire us.
He's not a warrior, guys.
Yeah, no, but
or
you're the
your
leader.
people have fought them. You have defended
Yeah.
against them.
Just be careful. Everything here is touched by fire, so generally getting close to things is not a great idea if you can avoid it. Yeah. There are elemental creatures of pure fire. There are also these almost lizard like creatures that are fire based. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Things from the plane of fire are terrifying. Thank you, sincerely. Don't take my words earlier as offense. I don't want you all to die.
We don't want to die.
Good.
Will you do me a favor, please? While we're killing these things and you guys are getting safe,
It depends on the favor, Phil.
will you please just jot down a few words, some notes to, like, you know,
No.
say about us when we come back after our victory?
I have
Uh-huh.
like 60
Fine.
people to feed
Yeah. Yeah.
and
You don't have to actually write it down. Just think about it. Just think about it.
keep alive.
Yeah. I know.
Once
what
I'm
I'm helping with.
safe, once people are safe, I will think
Mhm.
about it. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on board.
Thank you. Good luck.
We go.
Okay.
Oh, I think Olwyn had some.
Nope. I was waving goodbye.
All right.
Get out of this poor woman's hair.
So you all head back up to the surface and step out into this desolate wasteland that's just, it's hot. It's just, it is not comfortable being out here. Yes?
I forgot. One thing is we're walking out. I hand a dagger and a mace to like two of the kids that
Okay.
were walking us in. Like,
Yeah.
Here's extra weapons I don't use. Have them.
They take them happily. But you all make your way outside and you head west, farther into town, which is the direction of the Cinder Belfry. What's the plan? For marching order, how are you moving forward? What is the plan to get through town?
Sneaky.
Pass without a trace.
Who's
Yeah,
casting
well,
past the trace?
I can.
Okay.
And I would like to try to get eyes on the giants again with Thatch, just so I can see, like, if they're still walking into town, if they've turned around,
Okay.
if
And
any more joined.
I'll guide Phil through.
Okay. So with, let me see something real quick. Okay. Everyone roll your stealth checks. Add 10. Don't forget you're at disadvantage. Yeshnakh.
Don't need it. Nat 1. On the first roll. So to balance out the nat 20 I had. So my total is 12.
I believe I also have disadvantage now.
You do. You do.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
I am going to use my Tides of Chaos.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Same freaking roll. What a waste.
The dice have spoken.
Yes, they have. This is your number, bitch.
Yeah.
What'd you
This
roll,
is-
Olwyn?
Yeah.
17.
17. All right.
I rolled a 5 on the die.
Phil,
28.
28. Ash,
30.
30. And Willow,
15.
15.
I rolled a 3.
Man, the three of us here.
Yep.
We got
Um,
our stealthy halflings and then us.
Oh, look, I tripped over nothing.
including Jaeger, who also has disadvantage on her stealth rolls.
Oh, I forgot Jagger came off the ship with us.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
I was typing something out when it happened.
All right. So, Willow, roll your percentile die.
Ooh, 78.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't like that.
Nothing
Can
happens
I-
yet. Nothing happens yet.
Okay.
Never a
I
saving
I have not made the saving throw yet.
Yeah. So, you all move into town somewhat stealthily. You eventually you're passing by residential buildings and small little farmhouses and hamlets and things that kind of clustered together in this village that are all just covered in this gray ash, and a few things are burning or dilapidated and burnt down. Before you find yourselves coming to this bridge, the stone bridge that crosses like a 60-foot gap that was once this river. The riverbed falls like a good 30 feet beneath. This is a deep river. But beyond this bridge, you just see flames and smoke. Remnants of houses on fire. So you make your way across the bridge into the next part of town. And as you're kind of moving through, being as stealthy as possible, Ash, you notice to your right, there's, first of all, there's the rubble of a house to your left. You see the outline in stone where the house foundation was, and there's just embers burning to your left. To your right, there are the ruins of a wooden house that are still on fire, and the flames kind of go up about good 8-10 feet high. And at one point, you see where the flames kind of flicker back the way you came, but there's one flame that's going the other direction before it catches back up. There's something moving in the flames.
And I say this out loud. There's something moving. And I stop and I point in the direction. And I'm just going to go that direction.
Okay. So you can't go too far. You're probably only 10 feet away from it before you step up, and you're almost in this inferno that's burning up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, but can I... Okay, all right. Can I see anything else?
Make a perception check.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's 21.
21. You look into the flames, getting as close as you can to the heat. It's almost scorching you as close as you are to it. You look into the flames, and you see this form kind of rise up and move towards you.
Oh god.
It almost looks like a swirling flame with two more swirling flames coming out for arms. These two black eyes kind of move forward, makes no noise, and you watch one of the arms go out and move to attack you.
Oh god. And I'm gonna... I guess if no one has noticed by now, I'm going to yell out to them. It's over here, guys! I found it!
You found the giants?
I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
So do I already have resistance on fire, or do you need me to cast that on me?
I have to cast it still.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on doing it until we got to the giants.
Okay. And
Because
remember,
it lasts an hour.
Sheridan, you have that potion of resistance.
Oh, okay.
That lasts an hour as well.
Alright. So, let me roll a couple initiatives here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you got Jaeger.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right. Phil.
20.
Ash.
13.
Willow.
15.
Yeshnakh.
10.
And Olwyn.
10.
Wow.
Hey, yowzers.
And Jaeger rolled a 12.
Ah.
Go first. Yikes.
I am not rolling well.
So, Phil,
Mm.
you're looking through
Ah,
Ash's eyes. Roll a perception check.
yeah. I'm not gonna get it on my lap right now. Would I have felt though, because Ash was the one leading me when she like ran over to that thing? Would I have felt her leave? My
She
side?
just kind of turned.
Okay. 12.
12. You do see the giants. They're still kind of in the same area, kind of milling about. They
Far
eat
away from us? Far-ish away from
far
us?
away. Yeah, outside the town.
Okay.
They each have like this sack. There's a black sack kind of like across their back, and one has reached into the back, and he has this giant piece of lava in his hand that he's just tossing in the air and catching. Just kind of bored. But that's your turn.
Oh joy.
Willow. Wait, hang on a second. There we go. Sorry. I mistyped something. Right. So, Willow, you notice Ash kind of move towards this inferno to your right. And if you want to, you can pull up roll 20 and see.
Ooh. Oh. Ah. Okay.
You see this creature coming out of the flames towards Ash, moving quickly as if it's to attack her. It's this creature of pure fire and flame. It's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna concentrate on my ring real hard,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna unleash my wild magic, so that if I die within the next minute, I immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell.
Okay.
Whoa.
And that's my action.
Okay.
I don't think I have any bonus actions that I can really use.
What a panic response.
Yeah.
Hey, last time I thought about doing that and I didn't. I almost died by a red dragon. So I'm gonna do it this time. I don't want to die. I will use my bonus action to convert some sorcery points into spell slots. I'm going to convert. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Convert 7 points into a 5th level spell slot.
Okay.
That be my turn. Can I do a free action? Ash, run!
Okay. That does bring us to Ash. This creature is moving towards you. It's still in the flames. It's back like 5-10 feet into the flames, but it's moving towards you. It's not its turn yet. You also notice behind you, kind of the same thing in these embers. You see there's another one rising up out of the embers of the burnt down house. And kind of to your left, there's another one that's you could probably get to and actually attack if you wanted to.
Okay, question. What time of day is it?
It's like probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Ah,
Why?
fuck. Nothing. I need it to be dark.
Okay.
There's that. There.
For shadows?
What?
My shadow.
Never mind. I was just thinking of your shadow bounce.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to. I was like, I want to get the fuck out of there.
Well, there's fire. There's going to be shadows.
There's so much
but-
fire, it's kind of hard to come by shadows at the moment.
Okay.
There's a lot. There's a lot of light.
And yeah, it's the middle of the afternoon. You said there's okay. So this one's coming towards me, going to attack, and then there's another one.
You see 3.
Oh my god. I guess it's pure fire, but I guess I'm gonna try to attack it.
Okay.
I guess.
So the one that's moving towards you,
Yeah.
you can't reach it. You can move you can move to another one that you can get to. That's like coming out of embers if you wanted to get to that one.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even like hit this. Oh, natural 20! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, you definitely hit it.
Ooh, I don't know. What kind of damage do I do to pure fire? Like, how does that work?
You have a magical staff. That's
true. It
still
is
bludgeoning damage. It's just magical bludgeoning damage.
That is true. Okay. Oh, dropped a dice. That sucks. So the first one does 6 points of damage.
Okay, that was doubled. You did roll double dice, right?
Yeah. So is that just 12 then, or do I roll another one?
You roll another die.
Okay. All right. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 12 points of damage.
Okay, first attack, 12 points of damage.
All right. Okay, that's probably not gonna hit. That's a 12.
That just misses.
All right.
It pulls the flames back, and you just.
Okay. I really don't want to try to punch it. But I guess in the heat of the moment, I guess I'll try to flurry of blows it.
Okay, go for it.
What happens? Just see what happens. Roll the dice. That's not good. 15.
That hits.
That is full damage. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the next one is an 18 on the die.
Hits.
Nice. That's 8 points of damage. And then I'm gonna.
So that was you attacked, you hit, missed, punch.
Oh yeah, so that's. Okay, alright, that's good.
And as you're striking it and hitting it, flames are bursting off of it and striking into you, and your strikes are actually burning you. You take 19 points of fire damage from your 3 strikes.
Oh, alright.
But you've definitely dealt some damage to this thing.
Do I still have movement or no?
Oh yeah, you have... How much movement do you have?
45 feet.
You have 10 more feet of movement.
Okay, well then that's fine. I won't.
Okay.
I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Jager's turn. Jager is going to stand between the rest of you and the fire elemental that first popped out towards Ash, and ready her action to attack if it comes close. That's her turn. Olwyn, you're up.
Okay, first off, I would like to address, am I seeing something else on the map that maybe I'm not supposed to be seeing?
No.
Is there something else on here it looks like that isn't fire elementals, but maybe I'm just seeing things?
Click on it.
Cool, it's part of the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure, because it looks like there's something scary with swords in the middle.
In the middle? No.
Okay, cool beans.
What,
Burning Man on the map.
mark it.
Right there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's something you're not supposed to see yet. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
really?
Whoopsie.
it's fine.
I just wanted to address it.
It's actually supposed to be over here. What it is, it looks like a fire elemental, smaller, compacted into armor that's coming out of the burning building ahead of you. Yeah.
See, I didn't see that. I just
Yeah.
saw the tree.
Didn't mean to call you out.
No,
but...
you're fine. You're fine. You did a good job.
Okay. So this fire elemental that's next to me, is it like safe to get to it, or
Looking at it, anywhere where you see embers, you would take damage walking on it. Though you do see a clear path to get up to it to attack it if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and get this over with. I'm gonna scrooch up.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna smack the piss out of it.
Okay, roll your attacks.
And I am using Feybrand and Sunblade.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. That is going to be a 26.
Hits.
Ooh, thanks. Oh, and I'd like to do my bonus action.
I assume.
Okay. So that is 9 points of damage.
Okay. Second attack.
23 to hit.
Hits.
That is 10 points of damage.
Okay. Third attack.
And the last one. Dirty 20.
Hits.
8 points of damage.
All right, and you take 17 points of damage from your 3 strikes into it as the flames burst out onto you.
Yeah. That's okay.
All right, that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeshnakh.
From our vantage point, can we actually see the giants yet?
No, they're outside of town.
Considering how big they are and how small the town is, I was like, I don't know, maybe.
Hmm.
Shoot. Okay, well, I reach over and I touch Phil and I cast resistance to fire on her through, what's the spell? Shield. Protection from energy.
So it's at this point, Phil, that you realize you break your concentration on Fash, and you realize things are moving around, and there's these plumes of fire sticking up out of these burning houses that are attacking your friends, and they're attacking them, and you know you are in combat.
Yeah, I give her the one tap. You're in battle.
The one time it was bad to roll first in initiative, it was this time.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, is that your turn, Yeshnakh? You can move, or
Let's see. I will. No, I kind of told Ash that I would watch Phil's back a little bit, and there's no way for me to get to any of the elementals without taking damage, so I'll just chill here for the moment. Since I can't attack anything this turn.
Okay. That does bring us to the fire elementals. So the first one moves up towards Jaeger. Jaeger's going to take her 2 attacks. Ah, Jaeger. One misses with a natural 1. The second one does hit. Does 12 points of damage, though her cut with her greatsword doesn't do as much damage as she would hope. Does take half damage from her attack. The second one is going to attack you, Olwyn. Let's see here. So it's going to take 2 attacks against you. So it reaches out to just touch you with its flame. That's a 1 and a 2. I doubt an 8 will hit you. So
No.
both miss. But after it misses, it just moves into your space. You are whelmed by the creature, and you take 3 points of fire damage, and you are caught on fire.
Beats. My dragon armor doesn't help with this at all.
Nope. The second one is going to attack Jaeger. Do the same thing. Second one hits. Oh, I forgot Jaeger does take 3 points of damage. On top of her, 8 points of fire damage from the touch attack. And then it moves into her space as well. She takes an additional 10 points of damage.
What size are they?
They are large creatures.
Okay.
The third one attacking you, Ash. Make 2 attacks against you. 1 and a 2. These dice, no more. No more with those dice. Both miss, but it does move up into your space, catching you on fire, dealing 2 points of fire damage. So, Olwyn, Olwyn, Jaeger, and Ash are all on fire, and you will remain on fire until you take an action, or someone takes an action to put the fire out. Phil, you're up.
Okay, I come to and see all of these shenanigans going on.
You do?
I am going to, where is it? Ooh, misread that spell. That's a bummer. Okay. 1 second. So Ash is on fire, Jaeger's on fire.
And Olwyn are
Olwyn's
on fire.
Why don't I see Olwyn on the map?
Because she's under a
I'm
fire mini.
underneath the elemental.
She's right here.
Okay.
Yep.
No one took their Ash and take her potion. Okay. Sorry, I thought I had the spell I wanted, but I read it incorrectly. Let me see here. So are they taking up 4 spaces?
Yeah, they're 10 by 10.
Okay. Come on, you sucker. Okay. Is everybody this is the stupidest question I'm ever gonna ask. Is everybody equally on fire of the people that are on fire?
Yeah, they're all on fire. Equally.
I'm probably gonna see my sister first.
Oh, real quick, before we go any farther, Ash, roll a Constitution saving throw.
How do I get to say anything?
Doki con. 12.
12. You maintain your concentration on Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, I forgot that was even happening. I mean, I guess I don't need to concentrate on that anymore, but.
I mean, it could if we get through this quickly. Can I please, from this guy, get a strength saving throw?
That is a 2.
Okay. Sorry, Ash. Let's see, how big is this thing? So 10. She's not in it though, right?
She's in it. She's like,
She's in it.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, Ash. A 10-foot sphere diameter forms around the elemental. And it is now restrained within this watery sphere.
So I'm gonna burn to death.
No, because you're inside of a sphere.
Inside of the fire.
So you might drown before you burn.
So how would this work? Does she also have to make a strength saving throw? Because
She would.
technically,
She would.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because she's a smaller, so it can
Yeah.
hold us. Yeah.
Yeah, roll a strength save. Ash.
Actually,
Okay.
wait a minute. So the spell says that it can only hold one large creature, and anything above that capacity, it will kick out a smaller. I don't want to put words into it. Okay, so it says the sphere can restrain as many as 4 medium or smaller creatures or 1 large creature. If the sphere restrains a creature that causes it to exceed the capacity, which I guess it would now, a random creature that was already restrained by the sphere falls out of it and lands prone in a space within 5 feet of the sphere.
So it basically moves around and it can pick things up. But
Yes, it can.
But so at this point, you watch as this water sphere just appears around. 10 by, oh my god. You watch as this water sphere just appears around this creature. Ash gets pushed out.
Yes.
And just steam just rises out of the sphere as the creature dies.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, because you've killed it
The watery sphere
with
stays-
watery sphere,
Yeah.
for
I can
every
move it.
gallon of water splashed on these, it takes 1 point of damage. And I'm only guessing that a 10-foot sphere of water,
Is a lot.
that's quite a bit of water. And as it fizzles out and dies, and Ash gets pushed away.
No, well, the spell lasts. It's
Yeah.
a concentration.
Yeah, the water, the sphere's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, maybe I was misunderstanding.
Are you gonna move anywhere? Gonna do anything else?
Yeah. Can I move the sphere immediately?
You can. Let me get you.
Also, am I not on fire anymore?
You're not.
Nice.
You are prone, however.
Yeah,
You are
that's
prone.
fine. That's fine. But I don't want to be on fire anymore.
So this blue snake is your watery sphere,
Yeah. Yay.
and I'll give you control.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, it's under your control.
I thought that was just a dead elemental.
So from there, it has to be. It has to be in a straight line that it moves.
Yeah. I mean, if you get it there, it's gonna
Yeah.
share space with that elemental.
Okay, then yes, that is where I want it to go. It is blah 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 blah.
Yep. Okay, so actually, it's
It doesn't-
right
it
behind
doesn't,
it.
it's
It's
right behind
right
it.
behind
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Who would it?
Um,
Puppy, are you farting on me? What is happening?
but as this sphere moves forward, we're gonna end tonight's session there.
I will note one of our viewers did the math, and it's 31,334 gallons of water
What?
in a 10-foot sphere. Thank you.
Yes.
That's why I was like, I'm just gonna assume that that's a lot of water. There's no
Good
way it's
assumption.
surviving that. That's
Yeah.
a fucking lot. That's
Thank
like the size of
you,
this fucking
listeners.
room.
My
All right.
God.
Everyone who tuned in tonight, thank you very much. Heavy roleplay night. We're getting into some combat. Obviously, we're gonna be combat next week.
Good spell.
But yeah, we will. We're gonna go to bed. We'll see you all
Yeah.
then. Bye, guys.
Bye.